Buddha didn't tell us to do the practice. You have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. It depends on yourself, because you're responsible, it's on yourself. So you have to think yourself whether it's really important or not really important. So I want to say that many people believe that Dharma can be useful for their life, for their samsara world. Because they go to the temple and say, for offering the incense, offering the smell and the water or anything, like that. Let my uncle be happy, let my family be rich, let my family be happiness, like famous and rich and everything. You pray like this, only to your family, and they're looking at you with that. That doesn't work. And then when we tell people, okay, that doesn't work because it's part of yourself, it's not for other sentient beings. If the Buddha and all the Buddhists, if they can fulfill your own selfish desire, and then why they have to give you the teaching? The most important part is to share compassion, have a merit to yourself, to help others. Without merit, you cannot have a really good experience. So with the merit, of course, you can have a lot of experience about the Dharma and benefit other sentient beings. So, if we use the Dharma for ourselves and the way of samsara, it will never ever work. So we have to respect as a Dharma. We have to know about ourselves. We have to respect the Dharma, and then if you're really ready to follow, you follow. If you don't feel like you're not really ready to follow, don't follow till you realize the meaning of the deep meaning of the samsara. So some people, they have to realize when they start. For some people, they will realize when they do the practice. It also doesn't matter. Me, I didn't realize about the samsara, that's why I'm still here. If I realize about the samsara, and then I'm probably going to the cave like Milarepa, this is samsara, and going to the cave and being free from all the people, all the conflict, So, to understand, when I was in the retreat before, being a monk doesn't make you a really great master. Being a monk and practicing makes you a great master. But me, I don't know what to say. Me, I was, since small, let's say, since 14 I was a monk, but since very, very small I was kept as a monk, like a prisoner, you are Kadaro Pujje, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. And then once I grow older, in the 16, 17, I got bored of Dharma. I got tired of Dharma, Listening to the Dharma chanting all the time makes me really, really tired, not again, not again. So, I didn't really, even you can read the Dharma, even you can do the practice, it doesn't mean that you did understand the meaning of the Dharma, because we're getting bored of the Dharma. So when we felt tired of Dharma, or when we felt bored about Dharma, when we feel that you want to stop practicing, that means you still didn't understand the meaning of the Dharma. So I didn't understand. I practice, I study, everything, I still didn't understand. So, but when I was in the retreat, in the 3 years retreat, 6 months, in the second year, I did Chandrasekhar practice, Avalokiteshvara practice, and I start to understand a little bit of compassion, and from the compassion, if you have a compassion, where does the compassion goes? The compassion goes to the samsara, to certain things. So, from that point, I came to know the meaning of the samsara a little bit. So, it helps me, it gives me the energy and support and encourage to do the practice. So from that point, my practice went really, really well. But when I came out from the retreat, living in a very crazy life, for sure, you cannot do one thing all the time. So because of my responsible depression, upset every time, sometimes happy, sometimes not happy, So again, my practice is not really good nowadays. you know. So the meaning of the practice is to maintain the practice. Because some people believe that doing practice for a few years and then I can stop doing practice and I can do what I want. That is not the meaning of the practice. The meaning of the practice is to maintain the practice. That is really, really important to yourself, I believe. You know, when I share with you, when I talk with you right now, it's not something like you have to believe me, you know, or you have to say, Khalil Rinpoche is right. You don't have to say that. Because when somebody is giving you a teaching, you have to listen, and you have to understand by yourself, and you have to check whether it's right or wrong. Because when you listening to the Dharma, you give your life to the Dharma. You know, you're giving your life to do the practice. So when we listen to the teaching, we have to be careful. You know, it's right or wrong. You know, so you have to check, and then once you know, it's right, and it gives you the confidence to do the practice. You know, so the meaning of the practice is to have a confidence in yourself. That is really important. Because many people, they said, I've been practicing for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 5 years, 3 years. And, you know, when there's something is happening around them, they said, you know, I don't know what is going on. You know, I don't know what is going on. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. You know, the meaning of the practice, you know, it doesn't happen like that. Really practice hard, and you will have a confidence in yourself, and you will not care about anything. You know, you will say, it's a part of a samsara, it's part of a impermanence. I'm okay, I'm good, I'm a practitioner, I'm good, I'm okay, everything's good, everything's fine. And you are really confident in yourself. You don't care because you don't have an attachment. But I think I'm going a little bit too deep right now. I just want to say that to love your family is really, really important. And share the compassion, understanding in your family, doing your work is really, really important. You know, to give a teaching, you know, about the high word and everything. If you want me to say like that, it's okay, no problem. Emptiness or whatever, you know. But to listen to the teaching of the higher word is really interesting, something really beautiful and too rare to hear. That's why you want to listen. That's why you're going to the high teaching all the time. But if if somebody asks you, did you understand the meaning of the teaching? Yes, you did understand, because explanation is there for sure. And then did you really? And then can you explain to me how you felt from your heart? What is your experience of that? There is no experience, because you listened, you heard. Sounds really interesting, beautiful, rare to hear, but because of your own practice, you cannot share with other people, and you don't understand deeply from your heart. So the most important part, every time, is to work from your heart, practice from your heart, do things from your heart, be truthful to others. Whatever you do, just be with your heart. That is really, really important. That's how you can make people happy. And when I give you this, like a sharing part, I think of you as a family here. I think of you as a family. So it makes me really calm, makes me so relaxed. Because when I think of you, I don't know her, I don't know him, where he came from, I don't know him. And then when you think of the people as a guest, and it doesn't make you really connected. So when you think of the people as a sentient being, as a family of my previous life, 100% you are my family in my previous life. So when I think of you like that, it makes me happy, it makes me open my heart. So I'm so sorry that when I say something else, it doesn't have a line, It doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I just say whatever I want to say. And I'm so sorry about that.